Flight 739, The Vanishing Mission. In March 1962, Flight 739 took off on a routine military mission, transporting 93 U.S. Army soldiers and 11 crew members during the early days of the Vietnam War. The Lockheed Super Constellation aircraft departed from Guam, heading towards Saigon, but somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, it vanished without a trace. No distress call was made, and despite an extensive search covering over 200,000 square miles, no wreckage was ever found. The only possible clue came from the crew of a nearby ship who reported seeing an explosion in midair. However, no debris was located to confirm this sighting. Speculation swirled. Was it sabotage, a technical failure, or something more sinister, like a covert kidnapping? More than 60 years later, the fate of Flight 739 remains one of aviation's most baffling mysteries, with no conclusive answers in sight. Flight 401, Ghosts of the Everglades. On December 29, 1972, Eastern Airlines Flight 401 was on its way to Miami when a simple landing gear light malfunction led to a devastating crash in the Florida Everglades. Distracted by the faulty light, the crew accidentally disengaged the autopilot, causing the plane to gradually descend without anyone noticing. Tragically, the aircraft crashed, killing 101 of the 176 people on board. But the story doesn't end there. In the aftermath of the crash, parts of the wreckage were salvaged and reused in other planes. Soon after, eerie reports began to surface. Passengers and crew on other Eastern Airlines flights claimed to have seen the ghostly figures of Flight 401's deceased crew members, particularly Captain Bob Loft and flight engineer Don Repo. These sightings were so widespread that Eastern Airlines eventually stopped using the salvaged parts. Could the spirits of the doomed flight still linger in the skies? To this day, the mystery of Flight 401 continues to fuel chilling ghost stories. Do you believe in the supernatural? Flight 990, A Pilot's Dark Intentions. On October 31, 1999, Egypt Air Flight 990 was en route from New York to Cairo when it suddenly plunged into the Atlantic Ocean, killing all 217 people on board. What caused the crash remains a source of deep controversy. The U.S. investigation pointed to a chilling conclusion. The co-pilot, Gamil al-Batouti, may have deliberately crashed the plane. In the final moments before the dive, he was heard repeating the phrase, "I rely on God," as the captain fought to regain control. Some suggest this was an act of personal revenge, as al-Batouti had recently faced professional troubles. However, Egyptian authorities rejected this theory, claiming instead that mechanical failure was to blame. Despite years of investigation, the true cause remains fiercely debated, leaving a lingering question. Could a pilot's personal vendetta really have led to the deaths of so many? From the mysterious disappearance of Flight 739 over the Pacific, to the eerie ghost sightings after the crash of Flight 401, and the chilling possibility of deliberate sabotage in the crash of Flight 990, these aviation disasters continue to leave us with unanswered questions. Each story is filled with mystery, tragedy, and theories that still baffle investigators today. Which of these cases do you find the most unsettling? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to explore more mysteries like these, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive into the world's most intriguing aviation accidents.